high school sports action around. All winter long, we've been bringing you the best basketball, wrestling, and hockey action, and now it's time to bring you coverage of the playoffs. So get ready to sit back and enjoy some of the best hoops action from all your local teams. Today, we're wrapping up our 8th week of action as we head out to Central Jersey to see the girls' Shore Conference Finals between Marlboro Mustangs and the St. John Vianney Lancers. The Lancers are led by head coach Nick Russo, who's back for his 20th year as the head coach and knows this year's team has potential to go all the way. Last year, they finished 21-6, but fell to Red Bank Catholic in the second round of the state tournament. This year, they're 21-3 and were named B North champs. So far, throughout the Shore Conference tournament, they knocked off Middletown South, Toms River East, and Rumson Fairhaven to move on to their 14th consecutive tournament final. They'll have their hands full today, though, as they try to knock off the top team in the state. The Mustangs finished last season 25-3, but lost in the tournament semifinals. This year, they've been led by head coach Craig Uplinger, who's now in his 7th year at the helm. So far, they're 22-2 and were named A North champs. Throughout the tournament, they collected big wins over Jackson, Wall, and Red Bank Catholic, and today they're looking to remain at the top of the state by beating the Lancers. So with the tip-off just minutes away, let's go out now to Brookdale Community College for today's starting lineups.
Hello from a jam-packed Brookdale Community College in Lincroft, New Jersey. And what a girls basketball matchup we have for you tonight as the Shore Conference Tournament Championship is on the line tonight. It is number 1 versus number 2 as the number 1 and 22-3 Marlboro Mustangs take on the number 2 and 22-3 St. John Vianney Lancers. Along with my partner Bob Lampin, and I'm Mike Vogt. And Bob, what a matchup we have tonight. And let's start on the Marlboro side where they're led by Shakia Cole.
Well, Shakia Cole, what a tremendous player she is, and what a great team Marlboro is. They come in here, as you mentioned, number one in the conference and number 1 in the state. Shakia Cole, 5'11" sophomore forward, 25 points, 17 rebounds, in a great semifinal thumping of Red Bank Catholic.
And let's take it over to the other side, St. John Vianney. We saw him a couple weeks back, and we had a big game out of her back then, and we expect one out of her tonight. That's Sherry Whitleaf.
Well, Sherry Whitleaf, outstanding player, and St. John Vianney making their 14th, that's 14, Michael.
Yes.
14th straight appearance in the Shore Conference Tournament Finals, and Sherry Whitleaf, 20-point land in a 62-42 semifinal victory over a real strong Rumson team. This is a classic matchup. The two teams met earlier in the year, and they can't wait to get it on.
And there's our starting lineups. Let's start with St. John Vianney. Chantel Brown will run the point. She's a 5'5" freshman. Allison Regler, a 5'5" senior. Mary Beth Keeney, a 5'9" senior. Sherry Whitleaf, a 5'10" senior. And Jamie Comar, a 5'5" junior. For the Marlboro Mustangs, Sarah Tannen, a 6'2" junior. Shakia Cole, a 5'11" sophomore. Jenna Gatto, a 5'8" sophomore. Brina Pollock, 5'7" sophomore. And Shanae Zoll, a 5'6" sophomore. There's your starting lineups, and the head coach for your Marlboro Mustangs, Craig Uplinger.
And Craig, in his 7th year, has done a great job with this program. As you said, 4 sophomores in the starting up and a junior, so that'll stop that hair from turning gray too quick when you got a young, great team like that.
And Nikki Russo on the other side, as you said, has been here a lot of times before.
14 straight times for St. John Vianney here in the Shore Conference Tournament Finals. Nikki Russo, in his 6th year as the head coach, does just a phenomenal job. And Nick Russo is the kind of guy who just keeps things rolling on, and his team will be prepared, as will Marlboro Club be prepared. And as I said before, we're in for a classic here.
It's going to be a classic. And there's the referees who will be calling the action tonight. Karen Hughes, Denise Pelea, and Tommy Peggett. And St. John Vianney will be in their road golds, and the Marlboro Mustangs will be in their home whites in front of a sellout crowd here at Brookdale Community College with the Shore Conference Tournament Championship on the line.
And they are fired up, and there's Shakia Cole. Shakia Cole, just a dominant player, and the big thing for Shakia is to avoid foul trouble. If she has one problem sometimes, she is over-aggressive, and she does not need to get into foul trouble early. Even the cheerleaders are intense today. You see the look in that young lady's eyes?
Fire in everybody's eyes as Cole and Keeney will jump it up. Cole had the tap, and it'll be St. John Vianney ball to start it off. Whitleaf will throw it in for St. John Vianney, as Zoll is all over Chantel Brown. They do not want Chantel Brown to handle the ball early.
Well, they want to come out and play real pressure man-to-man defense all over. They want to disrupt the rhythm. St. John Vianney runs their sets nicely in the half court.
Almost a steal by Cole. She knocked it away from Regler. Will stay the same way. Whitley to inbound again, being covered by Pollock.
Well, you can tell that Shakia Cole's ready to play, and it is scary. There are only 4 sophomores out there.
Steal by Zoll. She'll drive to the baseline. Ball blocked away by Brown.
Well, we're talking young players here. Just a great block that time by Brown. Brown only a freshman.
Zoll up top, covered by Komar. In the corner to Gatto. Needs some help. Being covered by Regler. She'll drive the baseline, take it back out, get it to Cole. Back out to Gatto. Little long and taken in by Whitley. Chantel Cole, or Brown, to the front court. Down quickly to Keeney. Bottled up, ball's kicked. It'll stay the same way. It looked like a punt, Bob.
Yeah, it sure did. And one thing we'll say, St. John Vianney is not a team that looks to run every time, but they're a great transition team. If it's there, they'll push it up a secondary break and they'll convert.
There's Regler. Gets it off Keeney's hands, and another turnover on Vianney. As Pollock will bring it to the front court, over to Zoll. And she'll reset up top. Looks like they're clearing out for Cole on this trip. Zoll gets a pick. She'll go down low, ball knocked away. Will stay the same way as ball was knocked out of bounds off Whitley. Tannen was close to getting a piece of it.
Good hands by Whitley, and you saw the good penetration by Zoll. Sharnae Zoll, one of the top point guards in New Jersey, and her strength is penetrating, draws the defender to her, and then she finds the big people inside.
Cole will put up the jumper, strong, no good. There's Tannen with the offensive board, and she's going to be called for steps. See some early game jitters here, Bob, on both teams?
No question about it. It's a big house, packed house. Everybody's enthusiastic. There's a championship on the line, and remember they met back on February the 2nd, 45-43, a classic victory for Marlboro in that one. And Whitley for St. John Vianney had her shot blocked by Cole at the buzzer, looking to tie it up to go to overtime.
Keeney looked to drive. The ball was knocked away by Tannen, kept alive by Regler. Out to Whitley from the parking lot, puts it up, no good. Battle for it on the boards, still battling. That might have been knocked out off Tannen. Referees conferring, and we're going to stay the same way. As the outside official saw it, Tannen knocked it out of bounds. And Brown looks to inbound. Into Whitley, back to Chantel Brown. She'll drive down the lane, up with the left. No good, little strong. Taken in by Gatto. Zoll quickly to the front court, between the legs, and she'll back it out. Down the lane goes Pollock, stops, nice dish down to Cole, but she's gonna be called for an offensive foul as Keeney stepped in.
On the pass, delivered the pass, then plowed into the defender. Good help defense that time inside.
That's the first foul on Brina Pollock.
And there you see it right there. Nice call, up in the air, coming down the lane. Cole received the pass, but take it away to charge after the pass.
2 minutes in, we're still scoreless. Ball stolen by Cole. She looks to run. She has Zoll. Zoll. Nice pass the other way. Back to Cole, up and in. Bing, bang, boom on the fast break from Marlboro. Up 2-0.
Fantastic discipline that time. Under control on the break. 3 passes and a layup.
Chantel Brown in the corner to Regler. Looking for Keeney. Back out to Whitley. And we'll back it back out as Dick Russo calling out some signals.
Well, Mike, Marlboro a little more athletic. They like to up-tempo it a bit more. And one thing they want to do is get Vianney to play quicker than they would desire to. And that's why Nikki said, pull it out, slow it down, and get the good shot.
Keeney ball fake. She'll drive hard. She'll be fouled on the floor by Tannen. Blocking foul on Tannen. So that'll be Tannen's first, team second on Marlboro. Whitley will look to inbound. Gets it into Komar, out to Brown. Into Whitley. Ball stolen away. That's Gatto. She'll go up with the left and in. Jenna Gatto, and Marlboro takes a 4-0 lead with 5 minutes remaining. Oh. Ball knocked out of bounds, will stay the same way as Zoll got a hand in.
Well, you saw the speed that time of Brown to beat everyone down the court, and Marlboro hustling back quickly to knock it away. And we've got a defensive type struggle going on. Both teams really banging away at each other.
The Regler, there's Whitley at the elbow. She'll put it up strong, no good. Cole with a rebound. It looks to outlet, gets it to Pollock.
Little quick on the release by Whitleaf that time. She had more time.
Pollock spinning, and she's going to be called for steps. It's a different floor here, Bob. It looked like she slipped on it.
Well, she slipped a bit and just slightly out of control. One of those artificial surfaces, not wood, a little different feeling, but these players have played in surfaces like this before, and they can adjust without a problem.
St. John Vianney still looking for their first points. Brown looking to spin up top. Battle for it on the floor. We'll have a jump ball, and that should be Marlborough's possession, and it is. 5 turnovers now on St. John Vianney.
Shawnee Zoll reading that one all the way as Brown tried to make a spin. It wasn't a real quick spin, a slight hesitation. Shawnee reached behind, almost had the steal.
Zoll will walk it up. 4:20 remaining first quarter, 4-0. Marlborough Mustangs on top. Gatto looking down in the corner to Pollock.
Interesting, though, the 2 point guards are not matched up with each other. Brown is not on Zoll.
Cole will drive, put up the right-handed runner, and let her roll. Shakia Cole gets the roll.
Well,
And that's going to lead to a Nicky Russo timeout. He doesn't like the start that his team has here in the Shore Conference Tournament Championship game, Bob.
No, not at all, and he's got to stop it right here. Can't allow Marlborough to get out ahead by much more than this, but Shakia Cole just kind of willed that one in. She's developed the ability to sense defenders and pulled up, a very aggressive move, pulled up and avoided the charge, threw it up, and when you throw it up soft, you never know, sometimes it'll drop in.
Now we're just past the halfway point. And here you go, Bob. There's that nice fast break.
Just a beautiful fast break, and Cole trailing the play. Shakia Cole actually started that play with the initial steal and pass back at midcourt and hustled right down. Good running skills that time, ended up in a basket for her.
We're just over halfway through this first quarter, and St. John Vianney still scoreless. And there is Chantel Brown, who's going to have to pick it up here, the freshman, in a big game, Bob.
Well, she made a nice move initially down the lane and just missed on the layup. But there's a lot of pressure on Chantel, but one thing she has to make sure that she doesn't try to do it all by herself. And Shakia Cole, a sophomore, all kinds of experience last year, and she's just so cool and comfortable out there.
St. John Vianney brings it up off the timeout. They're looking down low to Whitleaf. Turn around, doesn't get the roll again, taken in by Cole.
Well, you saw what they did after the timeout. They moved Whitleaf down on the low block. She got a good shot so far. She's 0 for 3 from the floor.
There's Pollock in the corner, covered by Chantel Brown. She'll put up the jumper, no good, just inside the arc. We're going to get a foul over the back on Gatto, as that was good boxing out for St. John Vianney.
Yeah, Jenny Gatto with not a real smart foul that time. No chance to get the ball, and got a good piece of her, picked up her first foul. Make that her second foul.
First on Gatto, third on the team.
Pace is good for St. John Vianney so far.
Number 11, Katie Brown, is checked in for St. John Vianney. She's being covered by Cole.
You know, Mike, Vianney's had good looks here so far in the first quarter. So far, they've just come up empty.
There's Komar up top to Shannon Coyle, who's also come on. Coyle hit a couple big shots in the RBC game a couple weeks back. Gets it to Katie Brown.
Well, both of these teams have a lot of quality players. They're not allowed to use, or not afraid to use their benches, more than allowed to use their benches.
Komar to Katie Brown, over to Coyle, to Whitley. She'll drive with the left, go up with the left. Yes, count it, and the foul. Nice move to the hoop for the senior.
Absolutely beautiful move that time by Whitley as she put it on the floor, shielded with her body, and aggressively up with the left hand to finish.
Fouls on Pollock, her second, team sport. Whitley completes the three-point play. Finally on the scoreboard are the Lady Lancers. They trail 6-3, 2:25 remaining first quarter. Almost bottled up in the corner. There's Christy Kastner. Come on. Cole spinning, faking, puts up a shot, bag shot, no good. Whitley with the rebound again. Down the floor quickly to Komar. Kicks it back out, off the leg Chantel Brown, and back comes Zoll. Zoll will put up the shot. No good, short. Taken in by Coyle. To Chantel Brown, looks to run. Crossover dribble. Brown will go hard to the basket. Put it up, no good, but she'll be fouled going up. And she'll shoot two.
No question that time what Brown was going to do all the way. She was going coast to coast. And that foul took a little pressure off of her. You know, she had a little smile on her face. It was like, okay, I'm going to the line. If she nails one of these two, she'll settle down.
Hits the first. As Regular will come back on, replacing Komar.
Here you see the finish of it. Cole coming over, straight up with the hands.
Yep, and we're going to get a 30-second timeout by Marlboro. That foul was on Zoll, her first and team's fifth.
Shawnee Zoll came over, went straight up, but flew right into her with the body.
Well, there's 1:41 remaining, first quarter. 6-4. Marlboro started off the game with a 6-0 run, but Vanny came right back and scored the last four and looking for five with another free throw opportunity for Chantel Brown.
Well, I would be very, very surprised if this doesn't go right down to the wire. As we mentioned, back on February 2nd at Roselle Catholic High School, these two teams met. Ended up 45-43, and Shakia Cole missed a good portion of the game, didn't start the game, then she injured her ankle, didn't play a whole lot in the first half, and came out in the second half and just really did a tremendous job. In the words of Nikki Russo, she killed St. John Vianney in the second half.
Here's Brown's second attempt, and she hits both. So Chantel Brown with 2 points at the free throw line. It's a 6-5 ball game. Marlboro on top. Zoll bring it up to Gatto. A little miscommunication between Gatto and Pollock, and another turnover on Marlboro. They're fourth. Regular over to Chantel Brown.
So you see what St. John Vianney's trying to do. They really want to run their offense. They worked a lot on a Princeton-type offense, and they're looking for backdoors or down low to Whitlead right now.
They get it to Katie Brown. She goes up with the shot, no good. Rebounded by Gatto.
Again, ran it to perfection, got the great shot, came up empty.
Zoll walks it up. Just under 1 minute remaining in the first.
Zoll is a pleasure to watch, isn't she?
Covered by Coyle this trip. Kicks it out to Pollock for three. Little strong, high rebound. Cole battling for it. We're going to get a jump ball, and it'll be turned over to St. John Vianney.
Good hustle inside. They tie him up. Cole was, as usual, right at the bottom of the pile.
Katie Brown and Whitley were battling for it. Shannon Coyle gets it to Whitley, being covered by Cole, and she brings it up. Cole is going to be called for the reach. Shakia Cole called for a reach-in the backcourt. That'll be the 16th foul and first on Cole.
A look on the face of Coach Uplinger like, how in the world did they call that one a foul? He was very, very surprised. The main thing he was saying is he thought that the referee didn't have a real good angle all the way across court on it.
30 seconds remaining. Vianney's gotten back into this with a very patient offense. As Brown will go up with the left and in. Chantel Brown, 4 points here in the first, as St. John Vianney goes on a 7-0 run and take their first lead of the night, 7-6, coming up on 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Cleared it out that time, had the lane opened, and Brown took advantage.
They go down low, ball knocked away by Katie Brown. They're gonna have to hurry. 5 seconds, down to Coyle. She'll stop, get it down to Regular, put it up and in at the buzzer for Regular. A 9-0 run to end the first quarter as St. John Vianney takes a 9-6 lead at the end of one. Come back for the second quarter right after this.
Making me swim like a tadpole.
Making more doctors available.
Making laughter the best medicine.
Making customer service better.
Making me feel better when I feel bad.
And making it all simple.
Making more playtime.
That's how we make healthcare work for you.
Making me feel important.
Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Making healthcare work.
Hi, I'm Bob Vila. Are you buried under layers of debt? Well, if you own a home, getting out from under can be as easy as 1, 2, 3. Home 1, 2, 3.
The loan counselors at Home 123 will show you how to consolidate your payments into one low monthly payment that could be as little as half of what you're paying now. In this example, that would be almost $500 extra in your pocket. Think what you could do with that. Call 1-800-HOME-123 or visit us on the web at home123.com. It's how to get the money you need.
At Mickey D's, the smiles are bigger than ever. Here's why.
Right now at McDonald's, get a tender, delicious chicken fajita for just $1. Or how about our tasty, one-of-a-kind McChicken sandwich? It's also just $1. They're both on our Mickey D's Dollar menu. A chicken fajita, a McChicken sandwich, and lots more. All just $1 each. Every day on the Mickey D's Dollar menu.
So come on in. We're all waiting for you. We love to see you smile.
Nothing takes you inside Philadelphia like Philadelphia Magazine. Take a road trip with the annual travel issue, featuring 21 cozy inns, romantic restaurants, and weekend adventures, all close to home. Discover the latest trends in our spring fashion coverage, plus where to find these must-haves for the season. And find out how a South Philly clerk became the most feared man in the Congo. Pick up the March issue of Philadelphia Magazine on newsstands February 25th.
Welcome back to Comcast Varsity Showcase. I'm Brian Morrow. Today we've got the girls' shore conference finals between Marlboro and St. John Vianney. They're out in Monmouth County, New Jersey, and the girls have exchanged scoring runs as the Lancers lead by 3. So let's go out now and rejoin our local Comcast crew for the start of the second quarter.
Welcome back to Brookdale Community College, where we are at the girls' shore conference tournament championship game. Just getting set to start the second quarter. Mike Bode along with Bob Lampinen. 9-6, St. John Vianney on top. They were down 6-0, Bob, but it's been all Vianney ever since.
It was a quarter of runs, a 6-0 run for Marlboro, and then the Lancers, #1 team, check that #2 team in the state of New Jersey, showing that we can take on #1. We're not afraid of it. They had a 9-0 run of their own, and I think you'll see streaks like that throughout the game because these are two evenly matched teams, loaded with pride and loaded with tradition.
There's Pollock. St. John Vianney had no fouls called on them there in the first quarter, but they'll get a quick one here in the second, as Regler will be called for the bump. First team foul on St. John Vianney.
Regler coming over, playing defense with her hands rather than her feet inside the lane, and 9 times out of 10, you'll get whistled for the foul.
And there are 6 team fouls on Marlboro, so Vianney will be in the 1-on-1 on the next team foul on Marlboro. Inbound to Zoll.
Mike, watch Zoll. The head is always up, really the prototype point guard. Shares the ball, keeps everybody happy, looking to set up the back door.
She was going back door right there, Bob, to Pollock, but she was called for steps. Looked like Whitley played some good D there.
Well, the pass is slightly behind her, and although it was a good pass by Zoll, you'd rather see the backdoor pass, a bounce pass. It's much easier to handle than the pass straight through in the air.
It looks like ever since Vianney's got their offense patient and went into this patient offense, Bob, it's really turned this ball game around.
Yep, now they're spreading the court because they want to dictate tempo. They want to keep Marlboro away from those runs off the break and the steals.
It's being worked to perfection the last 6 minutes of this game. Whitley will look to inbound. Chantel Brown not in the ball game right now. They go to Keeney, kicks it out to Whitley for 3, puts it up and hits. Sherry Whitley, who can hit from anywhere, bangs the 3. 12-6, Lady Lancers.
Whitley, just a great outside shooter, nailed that one.
Zoll walks it up. Tannen cutting, now Cole cutting. Cole gives Zoll the pick, kicks it out for 3, no good. That was put up by Kastner. Battle for it on the floor, taken away by Keeney. Colmar looks to run. Down court to Whitley, ball fake, she'll drive the baseline, up with the right, no good. Battle for it, Keeney diving for it, but it's knocked out of bounds, so we'll stay the same way, says Tommy Peggett. Crowd did not like the call.
Well, tremendous work by Mary Beth Keeney down at the opposite end, holding Shakia Cole off the backboard. A great block out, led to the loose ball, and then Vianney came up with it, and then she hustled down the other end.
Kerry Roberts has come on, number 33 for St. John Vianney, as does Chantel Brown. That was Roberts inbounding. Ball knocked out of bounds by Zoll.
Well, Whitleave on the bench for St. John Vianney. Brown was on the bench, but they're not going to be on the bench too long in this game.
Komar for 3. Little strong, no good. Roberts tried to keep it alive, but it was taken in by Tannen, and Zoll looks to run. She'll back it back out. Get it back to Kastner. Tried to go back door, another miscommunication. Looks like there's a lot of mix-up going on in this Marlboro offense, Bob.
Well, that's true, and give credit to the defense. It causes that little overplay. Not sure whether to go back door or not. And you're right, you have to communicate. You got to kind of make eye contact, a little fake to the ball, then go back door, you'll get the layup.
Chantel Brown drives into the lane, but she's going to be called for the charge. That was an easy call for the officials there, Bob.
Chantel a little bit out of control going down the lane.
It's the second team foul.
Coming right at us. 2 white shirts, and the freshman goes down. Not much she could do as she tried to get past Cole.
Ran into a brick wall there.
Yep.
5:45 remaining second quarter. 12-6 St. John Vianney as Zoll gets it to Cole. Triple team, breaks the triple team. She'll be fouled on the floor. I think it's going to be on Keeney. That'll be her first, team's third.
Well, there's the strength of Shakia Cole. She's got the ability to put the ball on the floor, inside of traffic, in the lane, and not much she can do. That time she got nicked.
Inbound at this hole. Over to Kastner. Marlboro has not scored since the, got to be the 3-minute mark in the first quarter.
That's right.
Trying to get it down to Cole. Knocked away by Keeney. Ball knocked around. Still battling for it. Zoll comes away with it. She'll drive down the lane. Get it to Cole. She'll go up, put it in, and the foul. Shakia Cole with a nice ball fake. Count it.
Nice move by Cole and a great dish by Zoll going down the lane.
6 points now for Shakia Cole. See who that foul was on. That foul was on Komar. Her first, team's fourth.
Here's Zoll looking one way, beautiful dish, puts it on the floor, and just so strong, able to power through contact, kept her concentration, finishes the 3-point play.
5:10 remaining first half, 12-9, St. John Vianney. As Whitleaf's come back on.
Well, that ends the 12-0 run.
Sure does. Ball thrown away, stolen by Cole, another steal for Shakia Cole.
Third steal for Cole here in the first half.
Gets it to Pollock. She'll put it up strong. No good. Taken in by Keeney, and she'll be fouled by Tannen. The referee's talking to Keeney, and she might have been a little too aggressive with the elbow. Sorry, that foul's going to be on Keeney for using the elbow there, Bob.
And Nikki Russo said, yes, she threw the elbow after she got whacked on the wrist.
So that's Keeney's second, team's fifth.
Here we can see it. Nice move, good solid defense. Now they're going to fight for the loose ball. Keeney comes down with it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Russo was worth it, worth the begging that time, but the referee had it all the way. Keeney just a little over-aggressive.
There's Kastner up top, covered by Brown. Kicks it out to Tannen, puts up a long jumper, a little long, no good. Brown takes the loose ball. She looks to run, gets it to Whitleave. She'll drive strong, up with the right and in. 8 points now for Sherry Whitleave, 14-9. St. John Vianney.
The senior has shown it all. An inside game, a stand-up jump shot game, and just a beautiful move in the open court off the dribble.
Kastner will be called for double dribble. Another turnover on Marlboro. That's number 8. We're only in the first half.
And that's the reaction you get from the coach when it's 8 turnovers.
Coming up on 4 minutes remaining in the first half. As Lindsay Oros has checked in for St. John Vianney, number 15, as Shannon Coyle come back on. Get it to Katie Brown, down to Whitleave, looks to work, puts it up and in. Sherry Whitleave has come to work tonight.
Whitleave has 10 points already.
16-9 now, Lady Lancers.
Had trouble getting on track from 3-point land. They moved her down on a low block.
A 16-3 run. Down the lane goes Zoll. She'll be fouled going up. She will go to the line. That foul will be on Shannon Coyle. Her first, team's 6th. A 16-3 run, Bob, by St. John Vianney. Wow.
How do you figure that? They have come out here and just done a nice job offensively, but more importantly, defensively, done a great job of keeping particularly Cole off the offensive glass.
Cole's first trip to the line tonight. And her first point.
70% free throw shooter for the season from the foul line. Good contact, nice release, and shooting short.
It was 1 for 2 as Chantel Brown gets the rebound. 16-10, 3:30 remaining first half. Here's Whitley, kicks it out, gets it to Oros. Over to Katie Brown, Chantel Brown. Nice ball movement by the Lady Lance. Long three-pointer put up by Coyle, no good. Battle for it. Katie Brown come up with it. She's going to be called for over the back by the outside official. Katie Brown didn't like the call there, Bob.
Tommy Peggott making a call. A little bit of contact over the back, the kind of foul you would ignore. The reason the whistle's blown there, Michael, is because she got the ball. If she doesn't get the ball, you ignore the foul. If she comes away with it with some contact, you know, the referees don't like to do it, but it's a good, solid call because there was contact first. If you're going to get the ball, that's a real disadvantage to the team that had inside position. Good call by Peggott.
So that will put Gina Gatto to the line for 1 and 1. She hits the first. And 2 for 2 for Jenna Gatto to cut the lead to 4. 16-12, 3:10 remaining, first half. Brown to Katie Brown. Over to Oros, being covered by Gatto. Swinging around. Whitley now being covered by Cole. She looks to work on it, puts up the wild left-handed shot. She'll go to the line as Cole got her with the body. We got to take a quick break. It is 16-12, St. John Vianney on top.
Making it easy to say, count me in.
Making more doctors available.
Making more time for the cupcakes.
Making customer service better.
Making time to be a horsey.
And making it all simple.
Making me one with my workload.
That's how we make healthcare work for you.
Making it not so scary, after all.
Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Making healthcare work.
Real life. The choice is yours. Ask questions, get answers for you and your family. Real stories from real people for a real difference. Real life. Weeknights, 6 Eastern, only on CNA.
It's different down here. NHL 2002. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Rated E for everyone.
Athlete, musician, writer, producer, newsmaker, politician, actor, headliner.
One-on-one with Steve Harumato. TV that gets up close and personal with the people everyone's talking about. One-on-one tonight, 6:30 Eastern on CNA.
Circuit City's got broadband!
We know how you feel about broadband, and that's why Circuit City is making the excitement of high-speed internet easy with our one-stop broadband station. Right now, you can take advantage of this great offer when you come in and sign up for broadband service. Circuit City, we're with you.
We are back as Whitley hits the first. For St. John Vianney, leading the game now, 17-12, with 2:56 remaining in the first half.
Regler came back in, Michael, but Whitley with 11 points, looking for her 12th already, doing just what your senior leader has to do, stepping right up. That time she took it right at Cole and drew the second foul on Shakia Cole.
Zoll quickly to the front court, puts it up, no good, strong, rebounded inside by Kastner. Her shot was blocked, battle for it on the floor. Zoll comes away with it. Cross court to Pollock. She'll drive the baseline, kick it back out to Gatto. She'll put up the 8-footer, no good, taken in by Coyle.
Again, good job on the backboard.
Shannon Coyle now being covered by Cole.
Shakia Cole with 2 personal fouls really needs to be careful here with 2.5 left in the second quarter.
Ball stolen by Zoll. Look at her dribbling up court, spinning, kicks it back out to Kastner. She'll put up the shot, foot on the line, no good. Cole battling 3 Lady Lancers, and she'll be fouled from behind. Shakia Cole, Bob, she's strong inside.
Shakia Cole is dominant inside and doing a tremendous job. Very, very strong, and that time a couple of people banging into her, and she goes back to the line.
Chantel Brown picks up her second foul. She'll take a seat. Komar will come back on. That's the 8th team foul at St. John Vianney.
And take a look at the steal here as it's poked away. Second time Zola's tried to go behind the back of Brown to come up with the steal. That time she did it.
Cole hits the front end. She's now 2 for 2 from the line.
Well, Cole with 8 points in the first half, and Whitley for 12 for St. John Vianney. They're the 2 main guns. Both players performing very well.
And this is the second battle for it on the boards. Katie Brown comes away with it. She's being double teamed, and we're going to get a foul call as there's a little bit too much contact underneath.
Yep, you really have to whistle those when they're trapping and banging away at each other. You try not to. You try to give the offensive player time to get out of the trap without blowing a whistle, but you get whacked once, twice, 3 times, that's it, then you blow the whistle.
And we'll walk down to the other end.
Well, let's get a look out of here. This is what Tom Peggott was seeing. There's a trap, trying to get through, and banging away on the back, and then finding a little bit of a slap, and Peggott says, I've seen enough.
That foul was on Gatto, her second, team's 8th. Doesn't get the roll. Cole takes in the rebound. 2 minutes remaining first half. Looking down low, Tannen to Cole, puts it up, down it, and the foul. How strong is Shakia Cole underneath?
Great position by Cole, and somehow that pass came through. They had a player in front of Shakia and a player behind her, and somehow a perfect entry pass. And Shakia Cole gets the basketball down that low. No one will stop her.
That's Katie Brown second. As Cole now is 3 for 4 from the line. She now has 11. As Marlboro stepped up the pressure. Katie Brown down court to Shannon Coyle. She gathers it in. She'll be double teamed in the corner. Ball knocked out of bounds by Gatto.
Almost automatic. You get the ball on the sideline, you're going to get trapped.
So 18-16, St. John Vianney on top. Into Komar.
Kind of game, Mike, where you really have to keep your head up at all times. Full vision of the court, because they're going to double team you, come after you all the time.
Ball knocked away again by Zoll. Race for it. That'll go off. Ooh, I thought that went off Komar, and it did, and they're going to stay the same way. Good hustle again by Zoll.
Charnay Zoll, just a demon on defense, coming up with great hands again. She's knocked 3 or 4 away already in the first half.
And right back comes Komar. She steals it away, throws it to the backcourt, and Pollock runs it down. 1:20 remaining first half. This time Pollock will be pulling out the numbers up top, covered by Regler. Down to Zoll. Nice pick. Gatto. Coyle's on her. She'll put up the jumper and hit. First bucket of the night for Charnay Zoll. She has 3. As they're stepping up the pressure in the front court. Katie Brown's trapped, and we're going to get a timeout called by Nick Russo. That's that call that you hate, Bob. You hate when you can call timeout from the bench.
Well, we've talked about it almost every game. Here you've got great defense being played. St. John Vianney offense in some trouble, and the players don't make the call. The coach makes the call, and that's the rule. What can we say?
Yep. So it's 18-all as Marlboro has come back. They were just trailing 16-9. So they've gone on a 9-2 run here late in the second quarter. 54 seconds remaining. We're all knotted up at 18.
Well, the semifinals kind of surprising, Mike, when we look at what happened. Marlboro 64-39. They pasted Red Bank Catholic. Last year, as freshmen, these Marlboro players played RBC. Did some talking before the game, and RBC came out and pasted them. Turnabout was fair play. Here we see some replay action here on a beautiful pull-up jumper by Zoll. In the other semifinal, St. John Vianney coming up with a big victory. 62-42 over a good Rumson club. So these are clearly the 2 best teams, ranked number 1 and 2 at the Shore and in the state of New Jersey.
Regler to Whitley, quick jumper, a little short, no good. Gatto fighting for it, and she's going to be fouled from behind on by Katie Brown, and that'll be 3 on Katie Brown. And we'll walk down the other end for the 1-and-1.
Well, that's the danger when you trap and try to get the ball. The purpose of the trap is just try to lock the person in so the other people can steal the pass. When you trap, you're not looking to steal the ball away from the person you're trapping necessarily. You want the pass. And when you reach in, you just make it easy. You bail the team out. You've got her trapped. Just get the arms up there and leave her alone. Don't try to get the ball.
That is the 10th team foul, Bob, so she'll be shooting 2. As number 45, Jackie Lang, will come on for the Lady Lancers. As Shakia Cole will take a seat with 40 seconds remaining here in the first, as Kastner will come on for Shakia Cole.
I think that's a good move by Uplinger. 40 seconds to go in the half. She already has 2 fouls. One thing you don't want to do is have her pick up a cheapie at the end of the half.
That's the first lead since it was 6-4 from Marlboro. They're up 19-18. 35 seconds remaining, first half. Komar up top, 30 seconds. Looks like they're working for 1. Whitleave and Chantel Brown on the far side of the court. Lang and Regler on the near side. Oh, ball almost stolen away by Kastner.
Spread the court. It's important for the defenders from Marlboro at the back end of this with the 4-corner setup to make sure they sag the middle, because if the guard breaks through, there's got to be help.
12 seconds remaining. Whitleave gets it in to Komar. 10 seconds. They're going to have to go to work here. Regler gets it to Komar with 3. They're going to have to hurry. Down low, Lang, she's going to be fouled going up before the buzzer. So Jackie Lang, just off the bench, will go to the line to shoot 2.
They ran that play to perfection. Got it right where they wanted, right at the end. Defending on it is Sarah Tannen, and Tarrant bumps her. And at the line is Jackie Lang for a pair. Boy, that was nice.
Got a break there. She's all alone. And she misses the first. All alone in front of about 4,000 people here, Bob.
That's a lonely feeling out there. But look what she's going through. Now in golf, they tell you to be quiet. Basketball, they're hooting and hollering and waving. And she nailed it.
She nails 1 of 2. So we're at the half. A great first half of girls basketball. We're all tied up at 19. St. John Vianney and Marlboro come back for our halftime show right after this.
Making me swim like a tadpole.
Making more doctors available.
Making laughter the best medicine.
Making customer service better.
Making me feel better when I feel bad.
And making it all simple.
Making more playtime.
That's how we make healthcare work for you.
Making me feel important.
Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Making healthcare work.
Tonight, 7 Eastern on CN8 News. A skill that's difficult to live without, reading. But how do you encourage your kids? We'll take a look at the zany fun celebrating Dr. Seuss's birthday. CN8 News. Tune in, find out.
Hey, hockey fans, the Trenton Titans 2001-2002 season is off to a flying start. Last season, the Titans won the Northeast Division, the Brabham Cup, and the Northern Conference Championship, and this year they have their sights set on the Kelly Cup. Don't miss any of the season's actions as the Titans face off against the best the East Coast Hockey League has to offer. Great seats are still available at the Sovereign Bank Arena box office. All Ticketmaster outlets or charged by phone at 609-520-8383. It's riveting hockey.
1 in 7 Americans over 40 has a cataract.
I have a cataract.
But what's really clouding their vision? Fear.
My camera.
That's why Seeking Solutions with Suzanne is taking you into the OR to see what really happens during cataract surgery.
I'm getting started.
Share Suzanne's experience, meet her doctor, and find out how things are looking now.
Your eye looks perfect.
The Seeking Solutions with Suzanne Cataract Special, exclusively on CN8.
This is the time of year when the weather can be at its most erratic. CN8 meteorologist Robin Stevens helps make the wild Northeast weather a little more manageable. Robin Stevens forecast on CN8 News, 7 and 10 Eastern. CN8, expect more.
Welcome back to Brookdale Community College. We are at the Girls Shore Conference Tournament Championship game, along with Bob Lampton and I'm Mike Vogt. We're all knotted up at 19, St. John Vianney and Marlboro. And Bob, what a first half of basketball we had. And for the Marlboro Mustangs, they were led by Shakia Cole.
Shakia Cole, their leader, game in and game out with a tremendous supporting cast. Just a great first half of basketball. Both teams playing so well, but Shakia Cole doing what she does so well, playing to the inside, off balance, in the lane, great concentration, flip it up nice and soft. She gets the roll, and Shakia had a good, strong first half with 11 points, picked up 2 personal fouls and did well. A key stat, I think, the fact she avoided picking up the 3rd foul.
That's right. The coach took her out with 40 seconds to go in the second quarter, but we can go out to the other side of the floor, and the seniors had a huge first half for St. John Vianney. Sherry Whitleaf.
Sherry Whitleaf seems to do it game in and game out. Average is better than 16 points a game, and Sherry got a slow start from the outside, so they moved her down low, put her on a low block. She hit a couple down there, hit an open court fast break, just showed the full array of talent. Here you can see her stepping out with the jump shot, and very often she'll be able to nail that one, a 2 or a 3. Unfortunately for her, and unusual for Whitleaf, she hasn't had a 3-point field goal. That's about the only thing she hasn't shown. But in that first half, she kind of showed the whole array of skills. She's got them all, and she demonstrated it in that first half.
And she's leading the Lady Lancers. And Bob, we were just talking before we came on for our halftime show about the runs that happened there in the first half. Let's talk a little bit about that. Both teams went on big runs.
Started off as a 6-0 run by Marlboro. Looked like they're going to blow it out. A quick timeout. All of a sudden, you go on a 12-3 run. Then the other team, Marlboro, comes back a run of their own. They finish it off with a 10-3 run at the end of the first half, and expect to see that because both teams take the momentum away from each other. They're in control for a few minutes, but talent will tell. And when you're that good, nobody blows you out. You kind of reassert yourself and take on your own self, and that's what happened. You had different runs, and I think we'll see that happen in the second half.
Yeah, so probably back and forth we go. And Bob, let's take a look at the halftime stats. Pretty even, except in the field goal percentage.
Well, 43% to 33. That's right, and that's a credit to the defense of St. John Vianney. And one thing that the Lancers did well, they slowed the Marlboro attack down a little bit. Free throws, 7 out of 10 versus 6 out of 8. So for the most part, it's a pretty even basketball game. You look at the scoreboard and it shows 19-19. So statistics don't always tell the tale, but they're not lying tonight, are they?
No, they're not. And we're going to get set for the second half. No one in real foul trouble. So it should be a very entertaining second half of girls basketball. Come on back for the second half of the girls Shore Conference Tournament Championship game. We're all knotted up at 19, St. John Vianney and Marlboro.
The next real life. From the outside, it looked like a storybook romance.
I love my wife so much.
But behind closed doors,
A person can't control their sexual orientation.
Can love conquer all? An unlikely love story on The Next Real Life. Tonight, 6 Eastern on CN8.
Technogenesis. Brace yourself for a fantastic journey into the fascinating world of science and technology.
Join us for the next Technogenesis.
Technogenesis. Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern on CN8. CN8. Expect more live news. CN8. Now with 2 new studios in Union and Toms River, New Jersey. A total of 21 news bureaus covering 4 states. All to serve you better. CN8. Expect more.
Are you one of the millions of American males who would like increased sexual energy? All Natural Enerex is the #1 choice. Studies show various ingredients of Enerex enhance sexual energy, increasing desire, performance, and satisfaction. Thousands of couples have experienced extraordinary results from Enerex. Now you can too. Call now and experience for yourself the remarkable effects of all natural Enerex. With Enerex, you'll feel the increased energy within minutes and no side effects. Enerex stimulates sexual energy by expanding the blood vessels, causing increased blood flow to specific areas of the body. We're so sure you and your mate will be completely satisfied. We'll offer you a 30-day, no questions asked, full refund. Unleash the power of Enerex now.
Call 1-800-750-4596 toll-free, and it will be delivered discreetly to your home. Get results using the safe, all-natural alternative, Enerex.
This is the time of year when the weather can be at its most erratic. CN8 meteorologist Robin Stevens helps make the wild northeast weather a little more manageable. Robin Stevens forecast on CN8 News, 7 and 10 Eastern. CN8. Expect more.
I'm Brian Morrow, and this is Comcast Varsity Showcase, where you'll find the best high school sports from all around your area. All next week, we'll have state playoff action from New Jersey and Pennsylvania, so be sure to tune in every day at 2:30. And if you'd like to see our complete lineup, be sure to check us out on the web at www.cn8.tv. Today, though, we're in Monmouth County, New Jersey, for the Girls Shore Conference Finals between the Marlboro Mustangs and the St. John Vianney Lancers. So far, the game's been all about the scoring runs, as the Lancers put together a 16-3 run going midway into the second, when the Mustangs put together a 10-3 run of their own, sending it to the half, all tied at 19. So as halftime comes to a close, the girls are now getting set to start the second half, so let's rejoin our local Comcast crew for more action.
Welcome back to Brookdale Community College in Lincroft, New Jersey. We are at the Girls Shore Conference Tournament Championship game. 1 versus 2, not only in the tournament seedings, but also in the state, as we're all tied up at 19, St. John Vianney and Marlboro. Mike Vogt along with Bob Lampin as we get set to start the second half of play. St. John Vianney will be in the gold, and Marlboro will be in the home whites. Great first half of ball we had there, Bob.
Well, here we go. And just as we expected, remember they played back on February the 2nd, 45-43. Marlboro held on for a 2-point victory on a blocked shot at the buzzer.
There's Chantel Brown, kicks it out to Keeney, put up the 16-footer, no good. She runs down her own rebound. She drives hard, puts it up short. Another rebound for Keeney, no good. Komar in there battling. She's going up and she's fouled.
Well, Komar will go to the line, but give the credit to Keeney as she missed the first shot, fought her way in, picked up 2 offensive rebounds, and eventually her teammate got fouled. That's just great desire, and it's a question of who wants the basketball more. That time, Keeney wanted it more than anyone else.
And that's the 3rd foul on Jenna Gatto. And that'll bring Kastner up off the bench, and Gatto will take a seat as Komar hits the first point of the night.
Here she is battling inside, kind of off balance. Missed the shot, but had come up with 2 offensive rebounds, and then the foul.
Komar strong on that one, and it's 2019.
It'd be interesting, Mike, to see if Marlboro comes out defensively and tries to really pressure to try to disrupt Vianney and get Vianney more into a track meet than we had in the first half.
They did it late in the second quarter, and it got him back into the ball game. Zoll down to Tannen, goes up strong, short. Her own rebound, puts it up, no good. Tipped by Cole, but Keeney comes away with it. Chantel Brown to the front. Crossover dribble. That's to Keeney, over to Whitley. Drive the baseline, stop the 8-footer, no good. Taken in by Cole. Pollock brings it up. Here's Cole, thought about it, and now she takes it. Off the backboard, no good. Whitley with the rebound.
I think St. John Vianney would be very happy if Shakia Cole stayed out there and took those shots the rest of the way.
Yes. Up top is Brown, over to Whitley. With 6:30 remaining in 3rd quarter, Whitley puts up a 3, no good. And that'll go out of bounds, and Marlboro will take over. Shawnee Zoll will bring it across. 20-19. St. John Vianney on top. Ball, a little miscommunication again on Marlboro, almost thrown away. Cole took it in. What kind of offense is Marlboro running here, Bob?
Well,
looks a little different than the first half.
Yeah, this is not what they like to do, that's for sure. They'd like to have a much quicker type program, trying to open it up for Zoll and I to see what's happened. They open it up and she'll put it on the floor and take care of business.
She went in right to no man's land. There were no Lady Lancers in the middle of the lane, and Zoll took it and hit. Chantel Brown, ball was knocked away by Zoll. We're going to get a jump ball, and that'll be turned over. A lot of contact with no call.
Yeah, loose ball, bodies banging away at each other, a lot of incidental contact there. Kind of interesting. Very often you'll see it happen beginning of the 3rd quarter. You'll see folks that you see a broken shoelace there for Sherry Whitley. But very often teams will have a little sluggish start. You take your break, it takes a while to get that second wind again, and they're very fatigued for the first couple of minutes of the 3rd quarter, and then all of a sudden they'll feel a little bit of a surge of energy, and bang, the pace will pick up.
Yeah, Sherry Whitley, she's going to have to do some mending up.
I always had trouble with that tying a shoelace part, you know.
She broke part of it, and she had to redo the whole thing. Surprised they let her do that. Well, in any event, on the jump ball, Marlboro brings it up, leading 21-20. Pollock to Cast, looking down low to Tannen, battling with Whitley. There's Pollock, crossover, spins, puts up the shot, no good, but she's fouled. Looks like it's going to be on Regler. Nice move by Pollock.
Tough move in the lane. That is a hard thing to get away with, a spinning move inside the lane.
That'll be Regler's second, the team's first here in the second half. Pollock misses the first, her first trip tonight.
Here's the spin move, then the contact as somebody whacked her across the wrist. And the foul was called. Number 22, Regler.
So 1 of 2 for Pollock. 2-point lead for the Lady Mustangs. 5:20 remaining, third quarter. Chantel Brown only with 4 points here, Bob. Being covered tightly by Zoll.
Yep, now they've switched it up in the first half. We didn't see that matchup all the time.
There's Chantel. Then she's going to get called for carry, and she pinned it up against her hip.
There's the advantage of the 3-person referee's crew, and that's exactly what happened. Just caught it up on the hip. It held there for a split second, just enough to be called for the double dribble.
Turnover number 9 on St. John Vianney. 5 minutes remaining, third quarter. Seems like the pace that the Lady Lancers want right here. They just haven't put it on the board in the second half. As Kastner was driving, she put it up the side of the backboard, no good. Cole comes up with the steal. Crowd wanted to foul, and she'll get the bucket. Brown went to the floor there, Bob.
Shakia Cole reaching behind, grabbed the basketball, down went Brown. Nicky Russo, from where he was, can't believe it. He wants to get some words into Denise Pelea. She's not coming anywhere near him.
And he calls it full timeout, does Nick Russo, and you're right, Bob. Let's see if we can see that again, guys. Because there was a lot of contact on Chantel Brown. She went to the ground hard.
So Brown went down, Cole came up with the steal. And the scoreboard shows 24-20. Take another look again. Almost looked from there that she might have been falling down before she actually got the ball. Pretty tough to tell from that replay. Denise Pelea was right on it. I mean, had a perfect look at it.
From that replay, it looked like she might have stumbled over her own feet. Well, in any event, it's a 4-point lead for Marlboro. They're up 24-20 with 4:45 remaining in the third. Outscored St. John Vianney 5-1 here in the quarter.
There's Shakia Cole, 13 points, came up with that steal. Both coaches are earning their money tonight, aren't they?
Yep.
Oh.
Pressure's on tonight, Bob. You can feel it.
This is fun.
Komar to the front, covered by Gatto. Crossover dribble, goes down low to Keeney. She'll put it up with the left, no good. Tries for her own offensive rebound, but she knocks it out of bounds.
Keeney in good position, went up hard with the left hand, almost looked like the ball may have slipped out of her hand on the way up, and couldn't finish for St. John Vianney.
0 for 6 here in the third quarter for St. John Vianney from the field. There's Gatto, who's come back on playing with 3 personals. Almost in trouble, gets it to Kastner. Looking for Cole, being covered by Keeney. She double dribbles.
Looking to go down the low block, and you can see what they're trying to do. They're setting Cole up on the low block. They want to get the ball inside. They have the lead so they can take their time with it. And that time, just a bit of confusion. As soon as she dropped the ball, you could see the agony on her face.
And that's the 9th turnover. Down low goes Komar, puts it up with the left, doesn't get the roll. Battling for it with 2 players. Stolen away by Komar, ball being knocked around. Battle for it, Whitley comes away with it. And there's going to be a foul called as Whitley was bumped up top. And if that's on Gatto, that'll be her 4th.
Pretty wild stuff going on out there right now.
I couldn't keep up with it for a second. That foul was on Zoll. That's her 2nd. And the team's 2nd. Like a pinball machine out there.
Well, let's look at it on the replay. Good feed inside, and that's the one we were talking about before, where Keeney just didn't quite get the ball to roll in for her. And everybody's looking for a jump ball call, but you had two white shirts holding on to the ball, not a white and a gold.
Down to Whitley, looks to work, kicks it out to Comar. She'll drive down the lane, up with the right, partially blocked by Pollock. And Kastner takes it in. Zoll looks to run, down floor quickly is Zoll. She'll cross over, go up with the right, and in. Shawnee Zoll with the runner in the lane. 26-20 Marlboro.
Just under such great control, going about 3/4 speed. The crossover dribble in the lane and the finish.
3:10 remaining in the third. 6-point lead for Marlboro. Down low to Chantel Brown, puts it up and in, and a foul. Chantel Brown with a big bucket.
Chantel returns the favor as she gets it down low. The freshman makes a great cut, receives a beautiful pass. Terrific job by Brown to shield her body, protected the basketball. Watch her, she'll shield, turn her body in there. Look at that, goes up with the left hand and drew the foul.
And hits the free throw. So, 26-23, 3 minutes remaining in the third, and that foul was on Zoll, her third.
Right, Mike, and what that means is Zoll has to play a little bit differently defensively now. She's got to be careful that she doesn't pick up number 4.
Driving down the lane, putting it up is Pollock, no good. Pollock battling for it, kicks it out to Cole.
Every loose ball is a battle.
Down low, they go to Gatto. She'll go up, count it, and the foul the other end. Jenna Gatto with a big bucket. And count it. Wait to see who the foul was on. It was a couple yellow jerseys. That'll be on Whitley. That's her first.
Well, watch Whitley. She'll slide over. And once the player leaves the floor, the defender can't slide over at all. That was tough. It was close, but it was there.
So that's the second team foul on the Lady Lancers. First on Whitley. 2:25 to go third quarter. 29-23 Marlboro. Shannon Coyle, she can hit from there. Misses the three. Katie Brown gets the offensive board. Off the bench, Katie Brown with a deuce. 29-25 Marlboro. There's Pollock being covered by Coyle. She'll spin in the lane, get it down to Cole, put it up. No good, no roll, but there's Cole with the offensive board, no good, battling for it, a lot of contact. And we're going to get a little reach-in call after all that contact, Bob. Wow.
Well, you got both coaches up and screaming and hollering. They're seeing contact. Referee's trying to let them play inside.
Wow, that's the fourth on Gatto. After all that contact, they call a reach-in. So Gatto now playing with 4 fouls as Tannen gets up off the bench to come back on. Brown to Coyle, likes that spot. Back iron, no good. Run down by Kastner. Zoll, 3-on-3 the other way. Down the lane, tries to go to Gatto. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to go over to the Lady Lancers. Gatto will take a seat, and on comes Tannen.
That point of the game, as you know, it's a very physical game, close teams. There's going to be all kinds of calls the rest of the way that, depending on which way you're rooting, you're going to think should go your way. It's important for players and coaches to remain focused on the game and let the whistles take care of themselves. I haven't seen any real problems out there. They're letting them play. They're trying to let them be physical.
Here's Whitley, been quiet here in the second half. Held scoreless. Comar with the elbow jumper, rims out, no good. Taken in by Kastner. 1:10 remaining, third quarter, 29-25 Marlboro. There's Pollock for 3, strong. Chantel Brown with the rebound. She looks to run. Chantel Brown, she's going to be fouled up top. As Pollock got the ball first, but then got her with the leg. That'll be Pollock's third.
Fouls piling up.
That'll be the 5th on Marlboro. Here in the second half. Just under 1 minute remaining. 29-25 Marlboro. Whitley will look to inbound. She's got to get on track here in the second half. Being held scoreless. Pressure extended by the defense of Marlboro. And they drop back.
And again, St. John Vianney pulls it out. 4 corners set up. Marlboro will have to make sure the big people inside help out if anybody penetrates.
There's Comar. Kicks it out to Katie Brown. Back to Comar. Up top to Chantel Brown with 30 seconds remaining here in the third. Look to work on Zoll. It's a good matchup up top. Zoll with good tough defense. Hands all over Chantel Brown. Dribbles out of it, knocks the ball away. Steal by Zoll. Pollock looks to run down the lane, gets it to Coles, off her chest, out of bounds. With 17 seconds remaining, the Lady Lancers will take over.
Well, Shawnee Zoll's going to have to be careful. Hand checking's been knocked out in high school, and Zoll a little bit of hand check against Brown. Officials let it go the last time.
10 seconds remaining as Colmar brings it across. Down 4. Tried to go to Whitley, knocked out of bounds by Zoll with 6 seconds remaining in the third. Chant of defense from the Lady Mustang crowd. Brown looking to inbounds, gets it to Whitley. She'll drive the lane, put it up, and hit. With 2 seconds remaining in the third, Sherry Whitley hits and cuts the 4-point lead to 2. We're through 3 of the girls' short conference championship game. 29-27, Marlboro on top of St. John Vianney. Come on back for the fourth.
The Sports Connection, powered by Comcast. Every sport, every game, the big hits, the key moments. Expect more, get more.
With the Baptist Foundation of Arizona.
CNA.
Tonight.
The foundation's 1999.
Difficult to live without reading, but how do you encourage your kids? We'll take a look at the zany fun celebrating Dr. Seuss's birthday. CNN News. Tune in, find out. Where can you expect to find more live coverage of world events and neighborhood issues? More dialogue and discussion, more flavor and flair, more live concerts, interviews, and music. CN8. Expect more. Where can you expect to find more live news, more live sports, more live talk, more live specials and music? Expect more. CN8. Expect more.
Are you one of the millions of American males who would like increased sexual energy? All-natural Enerex is the #1 choice. Studies show various ingredients of Enerex enhance sexual energy, increasing desire, performance, and satisfaction. Thousands of couples have experienced extraordinary results from Enerex. Now you can too. Call now and experience for yourself the remarkable effects of all-natural Enerex. With Enerex, you'll feel the increased energy within minutes and no side effects. Enerex stimulates sexual energy by expanding the blood vessels, causing increased blood flow to specific areas of the body. We're so sure you and your mate will be completely satisfied. We'll offer you a 30-day, no questions asked, full refund. Unleash the power of Enerex now.
Call 1-800-750-4596 toll-free, and it will be delivered discreetly to your home. Get results using the safe, all-natural alternative, Enerex.
Welcome back to Comcast Varsity Showcase. I'm Brian Morrow. We've got a great game going on in Monmouth County, New Jersey, between the Marlboro Mustangs and the St. John Vianney Lancers. They're about to start the fourth quarter as the Mustangs now hold a 2-point lead. So let's get you back out to the action.
Wow, what a ball game we have going on tonight. We're at the Girls Shore Conference Tournament Championship game, and we have a 2-pointer going into the fourth. Mike Vogt along with Bob Lamperton, 29-27. Could you have thought of any other way to come down to the wire in this ball game, Bob?
Well, no,
awesome.
not surprised at all. You have #1 team in New Jersey, Marlboro, #2 team ranked in New Jersey, St. John Vianney, playing for the championship in their own backyard, in their own conference. So both coaches know each other, all the players know each other. They compete against each other all year. They're at a great venue here at Brookdale Community College in Lincroft, New Jersey. I want to make sure we say thanks to Jackie Ryan, the athletic director, and all of his staff. Just a great place to play the game, and I know the high school kids will never forget an experience like this.
So, let's reset the game. 29-27. Marlboro on top of St. John Vianney. 5 team fouls on Marlboro, 2 team fouls on St. John Vianney. And Sherry Whitley was only held to 2 points, and she got him with 2 seconds to go in the third. Comar will bring it out for the Lady Lancers.
Players look a little fatigued, don't they?
Yeah, well, it's pretty much been the same 5 from Marlboro all game, Bob.
And an intense game it's been. See what Vianney's trying to do. They're keeping it open, trying to pull it away. They want to run that offense. They want to run some energy out of Marlboro also before they go to the basket.
St. John Vianney's brought in 10 girls into the ball game, Bob, and only 7 for Marlboro. Being very patient this trip for the Lady Lancers. Down low, they look for Comar. She'll go up and draw the contact and go to the line. If that's on Gatto, she'll be done for the day. That's going to be number 5 on Jenna Gatto, who will depart with 8 points.
Well, again, St. John Vianney running the offense, running the pattern, keeping it spread, being patient. They got the ball down low where they want it, and they end up with the foul. See it on the replay. Ooh. And Gatto up in the air a little bit too early. Had she stayed on the ground, been straight up, that referee would not have called that, because you saw number 5, Jamie Comer, had to jump back towards her. But when you're up in the air like that, you're at the mercy of the offensive player.
Good play by Comer to initiate that contact. She misses the first. She's now 1 for 3 from the line. Got to get free throws in the 4th.
You know that's what it's going to come down to. You do all this work and practice and run the offense and play defense. It comes down to how many people are able to make the free throws 15 feet away with nobody on them.
Regler will come back on for the Lady Lancers, replacing Comar. 7 minutes remaining in the 4th. 1-point ball game. Marlboro on top. Looks like Kastner is winded over on the Marlboro bench. Hope she's all right. Ball stolen away by Katie Brown. Gets it to Whitley. Shannon Coyle over to Whitley. They were patient the last trip, and it looks like they're going to be patient again. Regler pushes off a little bit, doesn't get the call. Nice pass down low to Katie Brown, who puts it in. Nice pass, Regler to Katie Brown.
2 layups off the offense the last 2 times down, and you said it, a gorgeous pass. And Marlboro's going to have to talk things over.
Yeah. Craig Uplinger doesn't like the looks of this, and he calls a timeout. And we're going to take a timeout with 6:11 remaining in the 4th. 30-29, Lady Lancers. We'll be right back after this.
Making it easy to say, count me in.
Making more doctors available.
Making more time for the cupcakes.
Making customer service better.
Making time to be a horsey.
And making it all simple.
Making me one with my workload.
That's how we make healthcare work for you.
Making it not so scary, after all.
Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Making healthcare work.
Hi, I'm Bob Vila. Are you buried under layers of debt? Well, if you own a home, getting out from under can be as easy as 1, 2, 3. Home 1, 2, 3.
The loan counselors at Home 1, 2, 3 will show you how to consolidate your payments into one low monthly payment that could be as little as half of what you're paying now. In this example, that would be almost $500 extra in your pocket. Think what you could do with that. Call 1-800-HOME-123 or visit us on the web at home123.com. It's how to get the money you need.
Moo. Looking for high-speed or broadband internet access? Sure, you heard it's fast, but now come see for yourself at a Gateway Country Store. It's the one place where you can experience what the internet should be. And we have everything you need for setting up screaming internet access at your home, complete with a real PC expert who can answer all your broadband questions, face-to-face and in person, only at Gateway Country. Buy a Gateway Broadband PC and you can get everything you need for high-speed net access. So stop by your local Gateway store today.
Our children want to know everything about the world around them. In times like these, they need the comfort of an adult, the honesty of parents. The gift of imagination allows children to see a better world. Playtime allows them a chance to practice creating it. Don't underestimate the power of play.
30-29, St. John Vianney on top of Marlboro here in the 4th quarter with 6:11 remaining. And Bob, St. John Vianney's run really 2 good offensive sets the last 2 trips down.
Well, this is the way it finished up the last time. Beautiful feed, and you're right, they've run their offense and gotten the ball to the open man inside for layups 2 times in a row. And that's the reason for the timeout. The senior stepping up, giving direction right there. Sherry Whitlieb. Whitlieb leading all scorers with 14 in the game. Coach Upplinger calling the timeout. It'll be interesting to see if we see either a change in defense or maybe just a change in man-to-man assignments. We've seen pretty much man-to-man both ways the whole game.
That's Jenna Masiello, who's come on, number 23 from Marlboro. Interesting, here's Zoll driving down, gets it out to Masiello. Driving on Brown, ball kicked out of bounds by Whitley. Another interesting stat, Bob. We have 5:58 remaining, 16 fouls on Marlboro, only 2 on St. John Vianney.
Yeah, and that could certainly be an important part in this game. Of course, on the 7th team foul, you shoot 1 and 1.
Inbounds to Pollock. She drives across, gets it down to Tannen. She'll put it up. No good. Short. There's Cole, strong on the boards. She's going to be fouled by Chantel Brown, and that'll be her third, team's third.
Actually, not a bad foul with Shakia Cole right there, and Brown got a piece of her before she went up.
Yeah, the only point she's had so far in the second half by Cole was that steal that she had on Brown, Bob. So Cole and Whitley have been quiet here in the second half.
There you see the strength of Cole, and there's Brown wrapped up on her arm inside on a replay.
And Cole was being covered by Katie Brown, and Katie Brown pushed her in the back. So that'll be the 4th on Katie Brown and the 4th team foul on St. John Vianney. And Keeney comes back on, replacing Katie Brown. Into Pollock, looking for Cole. Back out to Pollock. She'll hoist up to 3. Strong, no good. Battle for it. Ball on the floor. Keeney hits the floor for it. We're going to get a jump ball. Marlboro will retain possession. Good hustle by Keeney.
Well, Keeney's been leaving it all out on the court the entire night. That's about the 5th time she's gone diving for loose balls. She really has to bang away inside against Cole. That's a tough matchup.
Masiello to inbound. Gets to Zoll in the corner, being covered by Shannon Coyle. They've been going down low to Cole here the last couple trips, being triple teamed every time she gets it. They do not want that interior pass. Zoll puts it up with the right in the lane, doesn't get the bounce. Cole battling for it and gets it. Kicks it out to Pollock. She's going to be called for steps. Little shuffling by Brina Pollock.
A little too quick by Pollock.
Maybe she should have taken it 3 in that spot, Bob. She was wide open.
Well, hard to believe with these two teams, we have not had a 3-point basket in the game yet.
Whitley
Check that
hit one.
Whitley did hit 1, that's right.
But the lack of attempts also. I know Coyle's put up a couple for St. John Vianney, and that's about it.
Well, they're playing good man-to-man defense.
5 minutes remaining in the championship game. As Whitley hits the turnaround. Sherry Whitley starting to get on track.
Well, you'll see St. John Vianney pretty much try to go to Whitley almost every time down now. On the low block if it's there. She's the senior, she's their leader.
32-29 with 4:40 remaining in the game. Lady Lancers on top of the Lady Mustangs. Cross court to Masiello. Almost lost her balance. Covered by Brown, tightly covered by Brown. Stuck in the corner. And we're going to get a timeout called by the coach, Bob. There's your call. A 30-second timeout called by Carl Upplinger from the bench all the way on the other side of the court. Almost a 5-second call, got bailed out by that new rule that Bob loves. And Bob, if you were still reffing, would you even give the coach a timeout call?
Yeah, you have to. I mean, the rule's the rule. The referee, they don't have the right to decide whether they like it or not. You just have to interpret it and call it.
You'd give it, but you wouldn't like it.
That's right.
We are winding down here. Exciting ball game in front of a jam-packed house.
You would not want a referee who's hard of hearing, though.
No. 4:31 remaining. We got a 3-point ball game. St. John Vianney on top. Masiello gets it to Zoll. Reset.
I think Sharni Zoll is a key player at this point in this game.
She'll drive the lane. Being covered by Komar. She'll try to hit the turnaround. Little short, no good. Good box out by Whitley. Boxing Tannen out, and Tannen knocks it out of bounds. State Lady Lancers ball.
Some excellent defense, and Zoll in the lane. That's a tough shot, that little fadeaway going to your left.
Pressure stepped up by Masiello on Komar. Komar behind the back, showing some good dribbling ability. Gets it to Regler, almost throws it away. Regler They go down low to Keeney. She'll go up. Doesn't get the roll, but she'll go to the line. She got the body from Tannen.
Well, another case where you got to give St. John Vianney credit. They're finding the open people. Quick penetration. Dish it off. Good fundamental basketball. Here's Keeney trying to finish. Got whacked pretty good there and couldn't get the roll. She's had a tough time trying to get anything to drop for her.
This is Keeney's first trip to the line tonight. She hits the first. That foul was on Tannen, her third. Team's 7th with 4:02 remaining in the ball game. So Lady Lancers will be in the 1-on-1 the rest of the way until 10. Then they'll be shooting 2. Misses the second. Ball knocked out of bounds. Looked like Tannen knocked it out of bounds, but it was deflected off Regler. Looks like a good call by the referee.
Right in the hostile environment there.
Yes.
These fans are really into this game, aren't they?
We have the Marlboro fans in the left. As Pollock will drive, stop, try to hit it off the glass and in. Big shot from Brina Pollock, her first bucket of the night. 33-31. John Vianney over Marlboro. 3:35 remaining. Down to Komar, looking down low to Whitley. Triple team, ball stripped away by Cole. Gets it to Zoll. Zoll looking for Cole. Spinning in the lane, puts it up, strong, no good. Tannen battling for it on the offensive glass. There's going to be foul on Chantel Brown, who does not like the call. As Tannen and Cole doing the job underneath for Marlboro, Bob.
Shakia Cole banging away, and then Tannen on the follow, picking up the offensive rebound. Take a look here on the rebound. There it is. And slapped away, and of course the fans don't like it if you're rooting for St. John Vianney. If you're rooting for Marlboro, you love it.
And a ball thrown away. On the floor is Komar and Tannen. We're going to get a jump ball, and it'll be turned over to St. John Vianney. Another big stat we have here, Bob, is that's number 4 on Chantel Brown.
Good point, 4 on Brown. And the best part about watching this game, Mike, is the most composed people in the gym are the 10 people out on the court.
That's right. Chantel Brown on the floor with 4 fouls to Komar, to Regler. Masiello reached in. Look at Keeney on the floor, gets it back out to Komar and throws it away as Chantel Brown couldn't gather it in.
Oh, what a basketball game. These kids are banging away at each other. Phenomenal defense. Chantel Brown couldn't come up with the catch on a tough pass.
Turnover number 15 on Lady Lancers. They lead by 2 with 2:40 remaining in this one.
Deja vu. February 2nd, 45-43. Marlboro had the victory. Who will get this one?
Zoll goes cross court to a wide open Masiello. Goes high off the backboard. No good. We're going to get it over the back on Shakia Cole as Chantel Brown tried to box her out, and she did. That'll be 3 on Cole. And Brown will go to the line for the 1-on-1.
Well, we talked about free throw shooting. That's going to be the key the rest of the way.
That's the 8th team foul on Marlboro.
The shot is missed, and Brown has good inside position. And there's Cole right over on top of her. And no question about that foul. And the freshman guard, Chantel Brown, will shoot 1-on-1.
Had her free throw woes earlier in the season. We saw her against Red Bank Catholic, where she hit 10 of 13, and she misses the front end. Ball knocked around, and Pollock comes in with it from Marlboro. Behind the back, Pollock spinning out to Cole. Look for 3. She's shuffled her feet.
In the open court, definitely committed the traveling violation. Turnovers are just mounting for both teams.
Yep. 15 apiece, Bob, as we have 2:15 remaining in the 4th. 33-31. St. John Vianney on top of Marlboro. This game's for the Shore Conference Girls Championship. Keeney banged by Pollock, no call. Whitley bottled up. We're going to get a timeout called from the bench by Nick Russo.
Well, at least I've convinced you.
You have totally convinced me. But Bob, what a ball game we have here. You think nerves are going to start settling in, and especially no seniors at all on the floor for the Marlboro team. but there's some seniors on the floor for the St. John Vianney team. How much is that going to play in the last 2:03?
Well, that always plays into it. There's no substitute for experience. Keep in mind, St. John Vianney, 14 straight trips here to the Shore Conference Finals. And even though all the players haven't been a part of it for 14 years, obviously, the tradition and the knowledge is there, the confidence is there. For Marlboro, it's their first trip to the Shore Conference Finals, but the Marlboro Mustangs, they're ranked #1 in the state, so they don't just do that without having some great players and great experience.
And the state playoffs will be starting, I believe, this week. And Marlboro got the #1 seed in Central Jersey Group 4. They'll be facing the winner of the Old Bridge Howell game. Over on the Lady Lancers side, surprisingly, I thought they got a #3 seed in the Parochial A South. They'll face Mondon in the first round, and if they win that game, they'll go on to play #2 team, Holy Spirit.
Well, the way things go in the state tournament, Mike, seeds are based strictly on winning percentage.
Okay.
So it has nothing to do with strength of schedule. It's winning percentage only.
Well, we have 203 remaining in this one.
So as Dick Vitale would say, if you play 25 cupcakes and you're 25-0, you're the top seed.
Yes. Are they filled cupcakes?
Without a doubt.
Brown looking to inbound. Ball tipped. Whitley runs it down. Gets it to Keeney, who runs it down again. Whitley will want to reset this offensive set. We're under 2 minutes to go here.
Well, they'll try to spread, but Marlboro's going to come out hounding the defense. Fans, of course, want any little contact now.
Cole and Masiello banging at Comar, and finally Masiello's called for the foul. That will send Comar to the line for 1-on-1. That's Masiello's first foul. Comar 2 for 4 tonight from the line, and this is a huge 1-on-1 with 1:45 remaining.
73% for the year from the free throw line. Good foul shooter.
Misses the front end. Twice late in the fourth quarter. Comar's missed the front end of 1-on-1s. Zoll to the front court. Down 2 are the Marlboro Mustangs. Zoll with a pick from Cole. Goes down the lane, puts it up with the right. Short-armed it, no good. Battle for it. There's Keeney with the rebound. Gets it to Chantel Brown, who will try to bring it across, and she's going to be fouled hard by Cole. So Chantel Brown will go back to the line where she missed the front end last time her trip. And that'll be Cole's 4th.
Here's Chantel Brown. Cole's going to come over and trying to reach around, got a good piece of her. Of course, the Vianney bench wanted an intentional foul. Intentional 2 shots and possession of the basketball. Didn't get that call.
It's a 2-shot foul here. It's the 10th foul on Marlboro. So Brown will shoot 2. She hits the first.
Well, the 2-shot foul takes some pressure off, but Chantel not using much of her legs on these free throws.
And rolls in the second. Wow, 4-point lead for the Lady Lancers. 35-31 as Craig Uplinger wants to talk things over. The last 1:24 here, Bob, down 4.
Minute 24, down 4, not time to panic. You've got to come down with possession of the basketball, get a score, and then do the job defensively. Plenty of time, a minute 24. You don't have to rush and immediately foul. You can go take a shot at a steal before you stop the clock. So Uplinger just has to, in my opinion, come up with a situation of getting a basket here. This is the critical time on this possession. You got to get something on the scoreboard. Do you clear it out for Zoll, or do you go down low to Cole? That's a decision he has to make.
And it doesn't look like there's been any offensive flow here in the fourth quarter for this Marlboro team, Bob. It doesn't look like there's anybody picking things up.
Well, Keeney's been picking up a lot of loose balls all night. There you see her banging away on the boards again. And this is Brown. You know it's a big game when the faces are painted.
And let's see who's going to step up for this Marlboro team. 4 sophomores and a junior on the floor. 1 of 8 shooting in the fourth for the Lady Mustangs. Down 4 with 1:24 remaining. 35-31. St. John Vianney on top.
Well, Jamie Comar, number 5 for St. John Vianney, will be matched up against Sharnay Zoll. Let's see what they do. They want to go down low or clear it out. Looks like they're looking low.
Some picks up top. They're going to run something for Pollock. Foot on the line. She puts up the jumper. Doesn't get the roll. There's Cole. Puts it up and in. Shakia Cole with a big deuce.
Huge basket by Cole right there. 1 minute to play.
35-33, Marlboro down 2. We're going to get a foul up top as Tannen's going to be called for the reach. And that'll be 4 on Tannen.
And that'll put the freshman Brown back at the foul line. A lot of rim the last 2 shots they rolled in for her. The confidence will be up a little bit.
5 of 6 tonight for Chantel.
65% from the line for the season.
Woo. Rolls the first one in. 3-point lead, 56 seconds remaining. A huge free throw right here for Chantel Brown and the Lady Lancers.
If you ask Chantel, do you like the rims of Brookdale? She's going to say, I love them. 4 in a row, and used all the rim on all 4.
37-33, 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Almost all the way by Whitley. 3-pointer put up by Pollock. Buries it in! Pollock, a huge 3 for the Lady Mustangs. They're down 1. 37-36. As we made a foul as Komar was driving. We had a foul on number 5, Zoll, and Komar will go to the line to shoot 2, but going to the bank was Brianna Pollock at the other end, Bob.
A bank shot for 3. That may have been a huge foul, though, by Zoll, as Jamie Komar was breaking away to the rim.
Misses the first again. Komar having her troubles here in the 4th.
Here's the 3 on replay. Bank all the way. High off the square, and then it went for 3 points.
A lot of pressure. Komar misses both. 1-point game. 30 seconds remaining. Zoll to the front court. Down 1. Crossover. Puts up the runner in the lane. Doesn't get the roll. There's Whitleib, and she's fouled by Tannen. Put Whitleib to the line for 2. There's your seniors right there, Bob.
And big rebound right there. And plenty of time for Marlboro, and that's the experience you talk about right there. May have rushed the shot a bit, did Charnay Zoll. And there they bang inside. Whitleib gets the rebound, and then the foul.
And there's the free timeout as Tannen has fouled out of the ball game with no points. Sarah Tannen fouled out, so they get 30 seconds to put a new player in. So it's basically a free timeout. And wow, what a finish we have for you here from Brookdale Community College in the Shore Conference Girls Championship game.
Well, Marlboro got the break they needed. Komar missed the 2 free throws. They had possession with plenty of time, and they rushed the shot rather than taking their time and really working for that 1 shot they needed. But still, by doing that, no matter what Whitleib does, it still leaves time with 25 seconds on the clock.
Whitleib 3 for 3 from the line tonight. And these will be 2 huge ones.
Well, Whitleib shoots almost 80%, 78% from the line for the season, the senior, and she's been the clutch player for this club. I'd expect her to make these.
Puts up the first and hits. And Bob, St. John Vianney only has 5 team fouls here, this late in the 4th.
Then you use the 1.
Whitleib, the senior, hits both. 3-point lead. 25 seconds remaining. 39-36. Lady Lancers. Zoll to the front court. 15 seconds remaining. Gets it to Cole. Calls timeout with 13 seconds remaining. Coach Craig Uplinger wants to talk things over with 13 seconds remaining.
Well, they got it with 25 seconds, and they brought it up and really couldn't get anything set up. They ran 12 of the 25 off, and 13 seconds to go, down 3. And the last time out for Marlboro.
Yep, so they're done.
So that becomes a factor, too, just in case you can't get the inbounds.
And St. John Vianney has 1 left. Now, Bob, here's an interesting spot that I always like to bring up. You're up 3. If you're St. John Vianney, don't let him shoot a 3. I would foul him and force him to go to the line for 2. What do you think in that spot? Would you foul and send him to the line so you could still be up 1 and then you'd still have the ball with less time left? This is a kind of difficult spot.
You've only committed 5 team fouls, so obviously you throw it in, you commit a foul, use that last one, that'll take a couple of ticks off, Then you have to make sure if you are going to commit the foul to put them on the line, that you do it early. The problem is, with 3 points, if you can make the first, intentionally miss, and they can still tie it up. So you got to be real careful about that foul. I'd just soon see him play straight up defense and make sure you don't foul him on a 3-point attempt.
Marlborough's only hit one tonight, and they need one in the worst way, and that was by Pollock. They look for it. Chantel Brown comes away with it. Chantel Brown will dribble and fouled with 10 seconds remaining. Big steal for the freshman. Getting hugs from everybody is Chantel Brown. She'll go to the line to try to ice it for the Lady Lancers.
Well, Chantel has been key as she's gone to the line when it really counts. When your point guard has to step up, Mike, she stepped up and hit 4 in a row from the foul line. And she'll get 2 more right here, but that's a huge steal right there. 10 seconds left to play. And she has a chance to lock it up right here when she gets back to the foul line.
Foul was on Pollock. That's 5 on her, so Pollock is done. She's hit the only 3-pointer tonight for Marlborough. And Chantel Brown, the freshman, could be a very defining moment in her 4 years at St. John Vianney.
Defining moment, and she's in the 9th grade. Isn't that something?
If the rest of the teams in the short conference are watching, you're going to get 3 more years of this young lady.
Well, we talked to Chantel Brown earlier in the year, and she said one of the things that she has to work on is her free throw shooting. Understands that point guards have to earn their money at the end of the game. It's clutch time when other teams are fouling. You have to convert, and she made 4 in a row. Give her a lot of credit for that. And these 2 right now will be a little bit easier for her than they had been earlier. I'm not saying she'll make them. I think she will, but a little bit easier now. Some of the pressure is off.
Ooh. Now the pressure's on as she misses the first. It's still a 3-point game.
Yep. Got to hit this one. But really shooting a line drive. Needs to get more legs in, a little more rotation on it.
Misses both. He gets the rebound. Puts it up with the left. Misses it. No timeouts for Marlborough with 5. Zoll runs it to the front court with 2. We'll have to hoist it up. She's fouled before the shot by Komar with 1 second remaining.
How smart of a foul was that?
We were just talking about that, Bob.
How smart of a foul. Committed the foul before that you went into the shooting motion. And I don't know if I'd have the presence of mind in a court in a situation like that to commit that foul. Very, very smart.
1 second remaining. Down 3 are the Lady Mustangs. It's got to be quick. Stolen by Brown. Now do it. St. John Vianney has won the Shore Conference tournament by defeating Marlborough in an exciting ball game, 39-36. They beat the #1 team in the tournament and the #1 team in the state as they are mobbed at center court. Wow, what a ball game, 39-36. St. John Vianney over Marlborough. We'll be back with our post-game show right after this. Stick around.
Making me swim like a tadpole.
Making more doctors available.
Making laughter the best medicine.
Making customer service better.
Making me feel better when I feel bad.
And making it all simple.
Making more playtime.
That's how we make healthcare work for you.
Making me feel important.
Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Making healthcare work.
What's the secret to success? Hard work, desire, and a phone. Right now, you can get 8 weeks of the Wall Street Journal for just 38 cents a day. That's over 60% off the cover price. Just call 800-634-5700. That's 800-634-5700 for the Wall Street Journal.
I have 12 doctors. My intestines got really tangled and twisted up in a knot. I couldn't eat never ever, and I couldn't drink never ever, and I couldn't go to the bathroom never ever. Now I'm real healthy, and I wish that I lived forever.
Comcast Newsmakers go one-on-one with politicians, celebrities, and people in the news. Uncover the facts, make decisions, stay informed. Comcast Newsmakers, twice an hour on CNN Headline News. Tune in, find out.
Food, flavor, fun. CN8's Let's Cook. 30 delicious minutes of cooking where the focus is on simple, easy-to-follow recipes. Let's Cook with Paul Dillon tonight, 5:30 Eastern on CN8.
Welcome back to Brookdale Community College, where tonight the Shore Conference Tournament Championship game in the girls' division was an absolute barn burner, where St. John Vianney defeated Marlboro 39-36. Standing alongside me is head coach Nick Russo. And Nick, how's it feel? I mean, you've been here 14 years in a row. This has to be a special one.
It's very special because it's a great group of seniors that we have here who've come up short the last 2 years, and to get it back for them is a great thing for us.
Now, Coach, your team, you got down early, 6-0 in the first quarter. You stormed back. You got down 4 late in the third. You stormed back. What was the resiliency on your team?
I think it's something that we learned the first time we played them. They went up 12 in the second half. We lost our point guard with an injury, and we still hung in there with it, and we lost by 2 with a chance at the buzzer to tie it. So something we learned early.
And Coach, I think a big key in this ball game tonight was your second half defense. What did you do anything differently in the second half?
We really didn't. I think one of the things that we got great performances from Allison Regler on Pollock and Jamie Komar on Zoll on the point guard, and our other kids gave help when they could. They executed the plan terrifically.
And talk about your senior leader, Sherry Whitley, Ben. You were just telling me she doesn't have a college scholarship, so all you college coaches out there, I mean, you got to watch a couple tapes of this ball game.
She's been tremendous all year. Her leadership on the court, off the court, everything, you know, and she gets 15 to 20 every game, no matter who you're playing, you know, and you can't say anything more. Today she did a little of everything for us.
So you're Shore Conference Tournament champions. You were A North champions regular season. Now let's look ahead a little bit to the states. You got a parochial B. That's a tough matchup with Holy Spirit and Notre Dame, teams like that. Let's look ahead a little bit.
Yeah, well, we will start to work on that. It's a very tough bracket for us, and you know, I think this game is going to help us. You know, it's going to give us a lot of confidence that we can beat anybody. You know, if we do the things we're capable of doing.
And Coach, I see you got your son. He's a little camera shy. What's his name?
It's Shane here. Shane's a little tired. He's up a little late to say hello, Shane.
Hi.
So, Shane and the St. John Vianney Lady Lancers come away with a big victory. Congratulations, Coach.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
All right, Coach Nick Russo, and let me send it over to Bob Lampinen, who is with our player of the game.
And Sherry Whitley is the player of the game. And Sherry, congratulations. Here you are in action right here, but a tough game for you. A nice move in the open court there.
Oh, thanks. You know, it was so hard coming out of that loss last time, but we knew what we wanted to do. Shore Conference Finals is totally different. And, you know, this is our favorite time of the year, so we really wanted to pull through tonight.
14 times straight for your team to the Shore Conference Finals. You expect to win. When you came out here tonight, you knew you had a great opponent, but in your mind, you think you're going to win this game?
You know, in the back of our minds, we know Marlboro's a great team, but I think coming in, we're always positive that we're going to win the game. Maybe being used to the scenario, the scene, we've been here for a couple years. This is my 4th year in the finals. It does make a difference down the stretch.
In terms of offense, it seemed, particularly in the second half, you really opened the court up. You ran your set over and over and over again. Were you trying to kind of run some of the legs out of Marlboro at the same time, looking for layups?
Yeah, in the first half, we noticed they were getting a little tired and that they really don't sub a lot. So a big thing for us was definitely getting into their bench, making them more tired so that down the stretch, those shots that they take might be a little short or maybe a little off because they're tired.
You were a freshman at one point playing around here. Chantel Brown, only a freshman, had to step up and had to go to the line for big foul shots. She hit 4 in a row. Do you kind of remember those days? How tough was it for you when you were that young, and a great job by Brown?
It's really hard being a freshman in this situation because, you know, down the stretch, we don't look at her as a freshman. We look at her as a senior. You know, she plays so much, and tonight she played like a senior. She stepped up, and she did what we needed to do, and she knew how much this game meant to the 6 seniors, and she really came through for us.
Are you always this quiet and you don't say too much?
No, I'm excited. I don't really know.
No, you did a great job. We wish you all the best in the state tournament. Congratulations on the championship. Just a phenomenal basketball game. You should be proud of your career here.
Thank you.
All right. Sherry Whitley, our player of the game. And, you know, Mike, she's just did a tremendous job for so many years at St. John Vianney. And the tradition continues. They just keep bringing them in. And Nikki Russo and the staff do a great job training them. And how about the play of Marlboro? They were outstanding also as we take a look at our post-game stats.
Yeah, there's our post-game stats. Both teams really didn't shoot well, but that really atones to the very good defense that they both play.
Well, that's defense, and it's pressure of a big arena, pressure of a championship game, and that happens so many times in a big-time final.
And Bob, when I first walked in tonight, you said, get ready for a barn burner, and that's something we had.
They were
what
rocking
an
and rolling,
outstanding
weren't
ball
they?
game, huh?
Tremendous basketball game. I had a great time.
What does this do for St. John Vianney, #1, and what does this do for Marlboro, #2, going into the state tournament?
Well, it gives Marlboro added incentive in the state tournament. Both teams are saying, hey, we want to win our championship, and don't forget, they could meet again. There's a thing called the Tournament of Champions.
That's right. Well, Bob, it was an outstanding ball game. Shore Conference tournament's over. St. John Vianney's the winner. We're going to step aside right now. Once again, the final score, St. John Vianney 39, Marlboro 36. For Bob Lampton and I'm Mike Vogt. Good night, everybody. Let's send it back to the studio.
Well, that'll wrap up this week's action, but be sure to tune in all next week as we wrap up our winter coverage with state playoff matchups every day at 2:30. So for everyone here at Comcast Varsity Showcase, I'm Brian Morrow. We'll see you Monday.